This would be a very good big air competition board.
Welcome to Board Insiders, your snowboard resource.
Hey, I'm Megan. I'm here at Stevens Pass and I just got done riding the Burton FeelGood V-Rocker in a 148.
This board was more my style of riding. I like to be able to go everywhere and be in control, high speeds. I went through a canyon. It seemed to be in control for the entire ride. It definitely was a little heavier, a little slower, but I was able to go everywhere.
Overall, I had a great time on this board. It spins really well, and it rides switch well, and it made me spin more than I normally do.
I didn't like this board at all. There was definitely a noticeable pivot point on the base. Even coming down, free riding, going down a chute that was pretty icy, it felt like it just wanted to kind of spin on it.
It is probably one of the best boards I've ever hit a jump with, but everywhere else it's a very squirrely board. So up to the jump, on rails, things like that, it's very squirrely and kind of just hard to ride. But as soon as you leave the lip, like, it's money.
This board surprised me. It seemed like a really good all-around board where I can go anywhere on the mountain. At high speeds, it seemed like a longer board because it was more in control. At shorter turns and tighter situations, it behaved like a springier small board.
It's light and it pops a little bit different than any other board I've rode, and it floats. You can spin it, it goes. I don't know.
It's what?
It's just awesome. I don't know how to explain it. It's honestly the best board I've ever left a lip with.
I would say that this board is great for someone that's learning how to spin or someone that already is good at spinning and wants to keep spinning more. It just really spins well. And it's great for overall for the park. Kind of for all mountain, but mostly for a park.
Seemed like I can go everywhere. It seemed more my style because I tend to ride pretty aggressively, but I'm also very conservative, so I'm not quite the huge skate park box jumper kind of skate style rider. I'm more of a free ride all over the mountain, and I like having the versatility that it had to be able to go anywhere and seem pretty stable.
The board was very soft and flexible, buttery. But at the same time, it also felt in control at high speeds. I was impressed how well it was in control, even though it was flexible.
It does have the V-Rocker, so in the middle, as soon as you step on it, there's a center point where you're just like, you're pretty much kind of surfacing around that or riding around that. And in riding, it's practically like you're riding on that point, even if you have both your feet in, and just makes it extremely hard to ride.
Approaching to do a backside rail, which is something that I normally do, and I just felt like I was sliding on that pivot point that I wasn't flexed over it enough to hold it, and that's what happened. I crashed and knocked the wind out of myself.
The type of rider that would be riding this board is someone that hits big jumps or small jumps.
I rate it pretty high. I would give it a rating of about 95.
Tread cred, I gave it an 88. I really don't know what to do because I really like it on the jumps, but I was scared on rails and just riding around. It was very uncomfortable, but someone might get used to that.
Overall, shred cred is 94.
I gave this board a shred cred 70. But I will say that I did ride the Burton Lipstick, which also has a V-Rocker, and I couldn't feel the V-Rocker. For some reason, it's more noticeable in this board than the other that I had ridden.
Board Insiders. Watch, learn, buy.